My dear student, today let us talk about model for lead absorption in the human body. Everyone knows that lead is poisonous to our body. So lead is poisonous to our body. If the concentration of lead in our body is more than the permissible level of lead or tolerant level of the lead, then it is dangerous for our health. So that is the thing, how leads are coming inside our body, how it is draining out from our body. This is very important. So whatever lead we takes through our takes in, whatever lead we takes in our body through food or through air we breathe in, so the total amount, it is not there are some things are losing out from our body in the form of urine. Something will go out in the form of urine, something from our tissue, say for example. So if it is in the tissue, it will be in hair also. Then constantly periodically we cut our hair, so then leads are losing from our hair also. And then so lead accumulation will be in the nails also. Then periodically we cut our nails, then that way leads are losing from our body also. Then again when we work, sweating, body sweating, no? So leads are losing from our body through sweats also. So we are taking in one way and then we are losing in. So that is, we want to know how much concentration will be there, the equilibrium concentration in the body. If the equilibrium concentration in the body is more than the the minimum threshold, okay, that is permissible in our body, above that the health crisis, health problem will be there. So if the equilibrium point is more than the minimum threshold that the body can tolerate accumulation of lead, then it is dangerous. So the only thing what we have to do is that intake of this is the way, this is how we take in this is the intake of lead to our body. We have to minimize it, we have to minimize it. Then the equilibrium point will be also minimized, lower down than the minimum threshold the body can tolerate. Okay, so that is the idea, that is the idea. So this is the scheme, how leads are stored in our body. Leads comes into our body through the air we breathe in or through the food we take in. That is the thing. So contaminated food or something like that, if the environment is contaminated, so then leads are available in the foods we take in, then it goes to our body. So after going to our body, according to this model, after going to our body, leads are stored in our blood, and then from the blood something leads are also stored in our tissue. Okay, this is two compartment, one is tissue compartment, another one is blood compartment. Okay, so first level, at the first level the leads comes through our food, then it is available in our blood. From the blood it will transfer at the rate of alpha per unit lead available in the blood. So that means alpha times x1 will be transferring toward the tissue every moment, like that. Okay, then it is losing out from our body through urine also, from the blood, directly from the blood it is losing out to our through urine from our body. Okay, so that means what? S is the rate at which lead is losing out from our body. Okay, then S times x1 will be draining out or losing out from our body every moment, like that. Okay, so those are things. Again, from the tissue, from tissue, so blood is circulating to our body and it is in contact with our tissue every moment. Then there is a chances that leads are transferring toward the blood from tissue again at the rate beta times, at the rate beta. Okay, then every time, every moment, beta times x2 amount of leads are transferring throughout the blood from the tissue, like that. This is the scheme. And again, from the tissue, leads are losing out through hair, nails, and sweat. And what is the rate at which it is losing? It is at a rate of r. Okay, r unit of leads. Okay, per unit time it is losing from the tissue. Then x2 times r is losing out from the blood, from the tissue every moment, like that. Okay, so this is the scheme. Something is losing out, something is gaining in. Then if whatever comes into our body, if it is draining out from our body through this system, urine or hair, nails, sweat, then there is no problem. Okay, something remains inside our body. So that is the equilibrium amount. If that equilibrium amount is more than the tolerant amount the body can hold, okay, so then there is a problem. If the equilibrium amount is more than the tolerant amount the body can hold, then there is a problem, health crisis there. The only thing, you have to lower the intake. Okay, if you lower the intake, the equilibrium point will be lower down, okay, than the tolerant amount. So those things. So this is the mathematically we want to derive the equation governing this dynamics, and we want to find out the equilibrium point. So from the equilibrium point, okay, so lots of these health people can understand, even can calculate the equilibrium point, whether it is more than the minimum threshold, okay, minimum tolerant amount of lead the body can hold. Okay, so that we want to investigate. All right, so this is very simple model. From the from this diagram we can straightforwardly write down the equation of the system. Okay, so this is the I is the input, I amount per unit time is coming inside our body. It is, everything is in microgram. Okay, everything is in microgram. So x1 is the concentration of the lead in our blood. It is a function of time, because it is changing instantaneously. It is coming in, it is going out, it is going out this way also. So it is a function of time. And x2 is the concentration of lead in our tissue. It is also function of time. Okay, so this is losing out at the rate r and at the rate beta, losing out toward the blood, and this is outside our body. Okay, so this is the thing. And one more important thing is that alpha is a positive number, beta is positive number, I is positive number, okay, s is a positive, r is, all the parameter involved here, they are positive number, constant, they are constant. Then it is very easy from the diagram. So let us write down the equation governing this system. So dx1 by dt, the rate at which the concentration of the lead in our blood is increasing or decreasing, is given. Very easy. How much amount is you are receiving and how much amount you are giving out. So the rate at which we are receiving is I plus beta plus x2. I is total input, and beta time x2 is losing out the x1. This is the amount we are receiving. Okay, this is the amount we are receiving. I is the amount we take in through the air we breathe in or through the food we take in. So, and then it is available directly to the blood. That is our assumption. Okay, so that amount we are giving, and from tissue we are gaining beta times x2 amount per unit time. So this is total amount we are getting, the total amount of lead we are getting instantaneously. Okay, and then how much we are losing, this much amount. So alpha times x1 amount is giving toward the tissue, and then s times x1 is giving out through urine. So this is the thing. So then total the resultant amount of lead at the rate at which we are gaining in our blood is this minus this one. So this is equal to how much? After simplification, this is, so x1 times minus alpha plus s plus beta times x2 plus I. This is, you're getting this equation, simple equation. So similarly, at what rate the lead is increasing in our tissue or decreasing in our tissue. So it is very simple. How much we are getting? We are getting only from the bloodstream. We are getting how much? Alpha times x1 every second. Okay, alpha times x1 every moment. Okay, we are getting this much. And then how much we are losing? We are losing beta times x2 amount toward the blood, and then r time x2 amount toward our hair, nails, or sweat. We are losing this much. Okay, so then the resultant amount of lead at which it is increasing in our tissue is given by this one. So this is this one. So this is the case of linear system. It is linear because the variable involved here, SR, beta, alpha, R, I, they are all constant. The variable is, that is the function of time, x1 and x2. X1 and x2, they are involved here in their first degree term only. Therefore the system is a linear system. Okay, so it is a linear system. How to find out the equilibrium point, we have already studied that one. You can solve the equation dx1 by dt is equal to 0, dx2 by dt is equal to 0. You can solve that equation and find out the equilibrium point. So I have found out the equilibrium point or fixed point. Okay, the equilibrium point or fixed point is given by this one. Okay, the equilibrium point or fixed point is given by this one. So this is the equilibrium point. Okay, so then so there is only one equilibrium point, and the thing is that is the equilibrium point, means that is the equilibrium amount of the equilibrium amount of lead available in our body will be given by this one, and then equilibrium amount of lead available in our this will be in tissue, and this will be in our blood. So if this equilibrium amount is, we want to check whether they are more than whether they are more than the minimum threshold of lead that is the body can tolerate. Okay, if it is more than that the minimum amount, then there will be health crisis. Okay, so then we can predict the we can give advice to the medical people that this and this. So that is all about this scheme. So yeah, you can check it again, the solution, whether this one is correct or not. So you try that one, and this is the one I found out. Okay, then find the equilibrium point. The stability of equilibrium point is determined by the property of the matrix. The matrix, you have to find out the trace and the determinant. Then the roots of the eigenvalue, nature of the root of the eigenvalue determine the nature of the equilibrium point, whether it is stable or unstable, like that. So the coefficient matrix, you have to find out what is the coefficient matrix. The coefficient matrix is given by this one, minus s plus alpha, beta alpha, then minus beta plus r. This is your coefficient matrix. So what is the trace? Trace is the sum of the diagonal entry. This one, it is a negative, because why? S, alpha, beta plus r, they are all positive quantities. So minus of this one is always negative. Okay, and how about the determinant? Determinant of A is given by S plus alpha times beta plus r minus alpha beta. This is your this is a determinant. So then we have to find out trace square minus 4 times determinant A. So what is this? Trace is, this is square, this one. So after simplification, you can write this one, S plus alpha and then beta plus r. So this is in the a plus b whole square form. So s plus alpha square plus beta plus r square, 2 times this one. So after cancelling 2 and then the minus 4, then what you get? So you get this perfect square. From here to here you get this perfect square. All right, and then 4 times alpha beta. So why I want to write in this way, I want to tell you is that this is perfect square of a real number. It is never negative. Alpha beta is also never negative. So 4 times alpha beta is positive. So sum of 2 positive numbers is always positive. So that means trace is always positive. So there is no chance that the roots are complex number. Okay, that means all the roots are real number. If the roots are real numbers, then sign of the roots played a role. Sign of the root determine the nature of the fixed point. If all the roots are negative, then the fixed point is stable knot. If one is positive, another one is negative, then the fixed point is unstable saddle point. Okay, if all the roots are positive, then the fixed point is unstable knot. That is the thing. Okay, according to the nature of the fixed point, according to the nature of the roots, the nature of the fixed point is determined. Okay, so as this is positive, therefore the roots are all real. Okay, this is positive, therefore the roots are all real. Yeah, again they are real, but we don't know which one is positive, which one is negative. We want to determine their sign. Okay, so again you write down this expression like this: trace square minus 4 times determinant A is given by this one. So after this one, let us see. First, this is a perfect square, and let us look at this one. These two terms, this is minus and this positive. So here alpha plus some positive number is here, beta plus some positive number is here, and you are multiplying by 4. Then 4 alpha beta is there. Which one will be more than? This is greater than this one. So since it is negative, since it is negative, you are subtracting. Since this is negative, then the resultant is some small negative number. Then you are subtracting from this one. Okay, so that means what? 1 is here. This is your s plus alpha plus beta plus r whole square. From here you are subtracting. If it is 0, then it is exactly equal to this one. Okay, square root of this perfect square will be this one. If this quantity is 0, and this is exactly equal to this one. Okay, but from this one you are subtracting some small number, some number, then it is reducing. If you take the square root also, that will be less than this one. Okay, that means what? By the negativity of this term, and by the negativity of this term, what is the conclusion is that this is greater than this whole this one. All right, that means minus of this one, and plus of this one will be negative. Okay, so this is negative with the plus also, this is negative with the negative also. That means all the roots are negative. Okay, all the roots are negative. So what is the conclusion? You are having two roots, they are different also, and they are negative also. Then the fixed point is a stable knot. Okay, the equilibrium point or a fixed point, the equilibrium concentration of leads available in our blood and tissue, that is a stable fixed point, stable equilibrium point, because all the roots are all the roots are negative. Okay, that means what is the thing you are going to you are going to take away from this model? If you take some leads, if you take somehow through the air you breathe in or through the food you are taking in, if you take it, you take some lead inside in your body, it is not possible to drain out, to lose out all the lead. Okay, some amount of lead they are going to be available in our body, in the blood or in the tissue. Okay, that is the critical point. Okay, if you somehow take lead, okay, through the air you breathe in or through the food you take in, then it is not possible to eliminate all the lead through urine, through sweats, through nails or hair. Okay, it is not possible to eliminate all the lead. Some amount of lead are going to be there in your body. Okay, the question is that amount is more than the minimum tolerant level the body can hold. If the body cannot tolerate that amount, then there will be health crisis. Okay, from this analysis what we are going to understand is that if you take in some lead inside your body through the air you breathe in or through the food you take in, some amount of lead they are going to stay in your body. Okay, you cannot eliminate all the lead from your body, they are going to stay in your body. So is that amount is permissible amount? Okay, that is the question, and that is the thing. So the only thing to avoid this accumulation is that you have to take you have to decrease the you have to decrease the intakes. How to decrease the intake? It is a it's not very easy, because leads are contaminated in our environment. So leads are available in the vegetable we eat, leads are available in the meats we eat. Okay, leads are available in the air we breathe in. So that is why this environmental contamination of lead or pollution of lead, it is very dangerous for a human body. Okay, so that is mathematically it is saying that once if you take in lead inside your body, some amount of leads they are going to stay there. Okay, that is not good for our health. All right, so from this, what is the conclusion? Hence the fixed point is a stable knot. The fixed point is going to be a stable knot. Okay, that means if the amount is some amount you take in, then some few amount, that is the fixed point amount or the equilibrium amount, they are going to stay in your body. Okay, so that is all about alpha, beta, and then R, then S and I. So let us consider some case where the this constant having these numerical values. Find the find a fixed point and a solution when S plus alpha is equal to 0.0361 microgram per unit time. Okay, and this one is 0.0124, and this one is 49.3 microgram per day. Okay, so this is the amount of lead we take inside our body through the air we breathe in or through the food we take in. Okay, and this is alpha amount, this is the red 0.0111. Okay, so and then beta plus R is given by 0.0286. For these numerical values, you plug in the equation, the equation we derived. Okay, and then find out the equilibrium point, and then you check that is the amount, the equilibrium amount, and then you can find out from the Google that the minimum permissible level of lead in our body. You compare with that equilibrium point and then minimum amount of lead permissible by our body. So if the equilibrium point is more than the minimum amount of lead permissible by our body is more, then there is a health crisis. Okay, so this is the thing, and then you can write it down and you cross check again whatever calculation I made it. All right, so the fixed point also you can calculate it correctly. Anyway, that is the thing. Another interesting topic today. So I'll be giving you some more interested topic in the days to come. This much I want to give today. Thank you very much.